Bienvenidos al Green Room, yo soy Natasha Gargiulo. El productor y actor Seth Rogen comparte el proceso de grabación de la nueva animada de Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles y cómo se ocurrió la idea de trabajar con el legendario Jackie Chan.
Like, it was always so fundamental to making a thing about teenagers was to cast actual teenagers if you could, and that, again, like that idea was so like underused in the franchise. And
growing up, I was very well versed in turtle culture, and I actually showed Jeff and Seth my first skateboard. My skateboarding career is now long over, but my first skateboard was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deck. It was a Michelangelo deck. So I was a big fan. So I was very excited but like slightly confused when I saw the email that I was like, come and audition for this. I was like, right, me? Okay, absolutely, but me? Like, this is something that I really want to do.
And then the idea of Jackie Chan came up, and it was like, oh my God, that would just be absolutely perfect. And it did seem like a real long shot, but he said yes.
When Seth called me, I was big surprised. I was big fan of him. Tell me about the story. It's about my character.
No, I don't think I've seen every Jackie Chan movie because there's a lot of them, but I've seen, I'd say, almost all of them, you know, and I truly think he's like the greatest living comedian, you know, and I think like he's like a marvel. Like I put him in the category of like Buster Keaton or like Charlie Chaplin. Like he is not only funny, but he is like physically capable of things that are like elusive to most, you know.
It's different than the action movie. Action movie, you know, on the set we can think with the director and we talk together how to make the scene, how to move the camera, and how to change the action sequence. We can change all kind of things. But animation, you have to think. So many different good things.
Jackie Chan is like a genius, and I can't believe that my name is gonna be like in the same rolling credits as him. It's pretty nuts.
My first desire was to have the kids record at the same time, and that was like a thought I had. Was like, we should just try to have them all in there together. And it was going fine, I remember, the first day, and then I remember, like, we took a break and we were in the recording studio, and they were all in the recording studio we were in. They had like this tiny little banquette, like a booth, like a little tiny booth.
Being in a room performing with 4 teenage boys who are just sort of talking and making jokes definitely brought me back to a time in my life when that was more of a present reality.
And they were just like, bah, 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 oh, you did this shot, oh yeah, bah, 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 bah. That's what you like, you eat that, oh my God, gross, eat that. And it was like, and I remember like going in to get a coffee or something and seeing them in there and being like, oh, like that is funnier than anything we've done in the last like 2 hours.
And the energy of the boys is just like, it's so infectious, and you can't really replicate that, like the way that they bounce off of each other.
That energy they have is like, that's what we have to capture, and it's honestly so hard. Like, these recordings are not set up to have people overlapping each other and talking at the same time. Like, it is not how it's designed, and it took us several sessions to like build a situation where they could actually like fully interact in the way that they would. This world was created that really feels like the concept art and has the energy of the concept art. And to me, when I'm watching it, I'm like constantly like rediscovering how cool it looks, you know, which is great.